What's up, Jakaris Fit Fam? These are your notes for 2019-03-25. I'm going to start with the gym. Gym fire breathers. What you have today is a little bit different, maybe, than what you've seen programmed so far this year. Don't know why it escaped me from doing this. But you've got what I'm calling Match A, Match B, and Match C. Ideally, you're doing these with 5 minutes rest in between. There's no time cap on any of these segments. It's very potent, so I recommend kind of getting your stuff together at first, especially between your first workout and your last workout where you're using a bar. Kind of think about what you can set up just for ease of switching out weights and whatnot. Gather your equipment kind of beforehand, that way you can take your 5 minutes rest as rest, recovery, bath and break water, or intra-shake if you're on RP. Your Match A that you're starting with, you've got your deadlifts and burpee chest to bars. Deadlifts are at a more normal weight than what we had this past Friday. Keep your standards the same, so they're traditional deadlifts. Make sure your core is tight, so belly button in, ribs down, always keeping that back as straight as possible, lats back, and keeping those arms tight as you're standing up all the way and back down. Top of your deadlift, remember, do not hyperextend to stand up all the way. Just squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, stand up. Burpee chest to bars, chest to deck, jump and pull that chest to the bar. If your hands are too torn up from doing 19.5, if you participated in that over the weekend, you can do burpee pull-up or a burpee jump and hang, 1,000, 2, 1,003, and back down. So those are all scaling options if you can't do a chest to bar. And Match B, you've got 1 time through, 4 time. Please note the weight on the snatches. For your dumbbell snatches, I've got this angle so you can't really see. There we go, see my feet. That dumbbell's gonna start on the ground, free hand off your body, jump it up and stand. Make sure that you're in a straight line up top here. So we're not here, okay? And not with that dumbbell all the way out this way. Straight up and down. You can switch it overhead if you want. I don't recommend doing it at that weight, but that's fine if you can. Switch down to the ground, up, okay? Stop saying okay, right? Dumbbell waiter squats. So that is a single arm front rack squat with that same dumbbell that you just did the snatches with. For your 50, make sure that you have it split, 25 on the left and 25 on the right. However, does not matter how you get there. So you don't need to do all 25 here and then all 25 here. You can do 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. Just split it evenly by the time you get to 50. And then toes to bar, standard. Both feet hit between your hands at the same time. Your scaling options for that, obviously, you can lower the weight down on your dumbbell. I would like if you went above what you're used to. Should be a little bit uncomfortable of a weight. And then your toes to bar scaling options, you can do knee raises if you can hang from the bar. I don't particularly like those because they're very easy for a lot of people that can hang and raise. So if you have knee raises and that's too easy for you, do a lying toes to right or toes to wherever you're at, where, again, you're gonna have to watch me in the mirror for this, I think. Floor sculpt. Arms straight, holding an object, and legs start straight, and then you're going to bring your feet to your hands and then back down for 1. So that's your scaling option for that. Your final segment, you've got hang power planes at a much heavier weight than what we're used to doing hang power planes at. So make sure that that's warmed up and ready to go. for your standards for that, you have to deadlift that first one up. Doesn't matter how far down you hang, jump that bar up, stand up all the way. If you can't cycle it, by all means do so, just watch your back. And if you end up dropping that bar, remember, deadlift, full extension, hang, then go. Remember too, with power cleans, receiving the bar to here counts. This is a power, hip above your knee. So you can get low if you need to because it is a heavy weight, we're just not squatting. So, and please note that you have a 400-meter run in between your 3 sets of hang power cleans. So have fun with that. Then once again, you get through your giant Metcon match and you've got what I'm calling beach muscles. Pretty straightforward with that. For the hip extension with the double dumbbell row, so you'll hang off a GHD, you'll have your 2 dumbbells, you'll lean down like this, you'll come up to your full hip extension, and at the top of your hip extension, do a double dumbbell row. Back down, hip extension, double dumbbell row. So it's a compound movement. Your flutter kick is where your back, you're holding a hollow and you're fluttering like this for a minute. Keep your back flat against the ground as you do that. And then hammer curls, forward curls. All right, so attack with fire gym, have fun, post online, tag me, record your scores in the app. We're building a great community here. We got this. Keep up the good work. Home, fire breathers. You've got a nice big distance to run for time. So make sure you go through your warm up, do whatever you need to do to get it done. So any questions, comments, concerns about that? Again, with that home, please remember that when I say run, it's relative, right? So for you to cover that distance, even if it feels like I'm just walking, get that time in, get it done. You gotta give yourself something to work towards in the future. Start where you're at now. But if you absolutely cannot get outside to walk, jog, run that distance, you can do it on a treadmill inside if you have access to one. If you have a rower or a skier, you can double the distance that it's called for and get that done. But we're just looking for a nice big cardio component for this. And home, you too, attack with fire, do it with passion, put your mind in it, log it, tag it, spread the word, share, follow, comment. Appreciate your support so far, guys. I know it's been a wacky year so far, but we're 3 months old. We're gonna keep chugging along. So ever onward. Take what is yours with fire and blood. Rawr, Chikars.